Today I got the chance to interview Ssj Daki. It's actually so cool that I'm able to do this, and thanks to him for coming on. Enjoy. Actually, I'm so excited for this. Thanks for doing this. So my first question, how did you initially get into music?
Okay, so I've been doing music since I was like literally as long as I can remember. When I was in like first grade, my mom signed me in for piano lessons. I did not fuck with that shit like at all. I did not fuck with no piano, bro. It to the point where but she kept doing lessons and I was not fucking with it. She took my Wii away. I was like, I'm not doing this. So she just eventually just gave up on me. But then third grade at my elementary school, I got into a band because I randomly just started liking music again. I don't know why, but I did. Actually, I know why. It's because I listened to a lot of the radio. So I was just listening to a lot of music on radio, and I would always sing songs. So I was just like, I want to know how to play an instrument. So I picked up band in not middle school, elementary school, third grade, and I played it all the way through to my junior year of high school. I played trumpet. I started with concert band, and then in freshman year of high school, I started doing jazz band. And then I continued to do both until junior year of high school. And yeah, that's how. Oh, and then another big part. I guess of like how I started like making my own stuff. That's how I got into music. But like how I started making stuff was in middle school. There is okay. I don't know how many niggas people know this guy. Or like I guess in this scene that we're in know this guy. There's a nigga named Sean Wasabi, and there's a video he has. It's called Marble Soda. That video got me into making shit. It's EDM. It's like EDM shit. Like it was like it's this video where he has this thing called a MIDI fighter, and basically the way it works is every sound is mapped to a button. It's a drum pad. It's like like this, but it's not this. It's a MIDI fighter. But I watched that video, and he sampled every sound is sampled, and he made it into these crazy ass songs. He had a song called Marble Soda and a song called Mac and Cheese. And I was like, damn, that's the coolest thing in the fucking world. He's still like one of the coolest people in the world to me. But that made me like watch a bunch of like launchpad videos. People would do like song covers on like these launch pads. So I saved up and bought this, and I got Ableton, and I used to make launchpad covers on YouTube. And then I started making EDM stuff. So I have all the EDM songs that were on SoundCloud and YouTube. They're taken down now, but you can't see them. But I may drop them randomly one day again. But yeah, that's like what like, and then in high school, throughout middle school, I was doing like EDM stuff. Eventually, I got into more rap stuff. And then high school, there's a rap group with me and my friends. My homie started it back in freshman year. It was called R1s. It started for real ones only. Don't go back look at any of the shit. It's still up, but don't do it. But yeah, it was a rap group of me, my homie Christian. That was like my day one. That's like my brother. My homie RJ, also brother. And then my homie Shaq. And she was like the female of the rap group. So yeah, like it was like the four of us. And then eventually they stopped making music, but I kept making music, and here I am now.
That's dope. Yeah. Did you get into it because everyone else around you was into it?
Nah, I was the one. Niggas got into it because I got into it. Like a lot of my homies started making music after I started making music.
Let's say weird question, but what does your name Ssj Daki like mean to you?
Okay, I'm so fucking glad you asked that. Yo, okay, so niggas been asking me for fucking years what SSJ stands for. Niggas think I'm in a gang. I am not gang affiliated. I am not in no kind of I'm not a thug. I am not some kind of hard ass nigga. SSJ stands for Super Saiyan. Thank you. Yes, it stands for Super Saiyan. And the reason I chose Super Saiyan is just because I like anime, bro. That is why I like anime, and it's just my way of expressing what I like through my name and through my music. Daki is a made-up name. It is not Daki from Demon Slayer. My name came before that character even existed. I made up the name Daki randomly because my two blood brothers are twins. Both their names start with D's and they have I's in it. And my name, if y'all don't know, my name is Tanya, which does not fit. Like it's like you hear those two names, like their names, and mine sounds so left field. So I just randomly made up a name just because I guess homage, kind of. I don't know. I don't know why my brain was in that mindset when I made the name Daki, but it was, and I made it and it just stuck. So I just took like Super Saiyan. I like Dragon Ball. I love Dragon Ball. It's one of my favorite animes. My favorite anime is One Piece. But I took SSJ. I just threw the name Daki, and it's just been that since. So yeah, I'm not in a gang.
You also have the name Kid Joker, which is like your producer name. What does that mean to you?
Okay, so Kid Joker. The reason that name, I made that for my producer name and kind of like my mascot character kind of thing, is because when I first started making music or like started taking it seriously, I always wanted to make. I never want to be put in a box. This is for anything I do. This is like just creatively. I don't like being put in a box. That's why everything I do is so left field and is just so like I do everything. So the kid Joker part is like a Joker, like a wild card, like being out there. That's what my first ever project I ever made was called Wild Card. But the Joker part of it, yeah, just being able to like just a wild card, just be all over the place. You're a kid. I have a kid mindset. I don't think I would not grow up from being a kid mindset. I always have shit running around in my head. As much as I grow up, I feel like I'm still a kid at heart. So that's the kid part of it. The Joker part of it is just like the like the chaotic part of myself, the fucking creative freedom. That's that part of myself. I just put together Kid Joker. And that's why that is my name.
How did you start producing?
I started producing back when I was making like I said, I started with EDM stuff. So like back in middle school, I'd have Ableton. So I do that for like I didn't really know how to use Ableton though, because you open up Ableton, you just get fucking face fucked by just like this intimidating ass software. So what I would do for producing, I would use GarageBand on my phone, and I just like play around on there. And then there's also a Launchpad app that you were able to just play loops on. It wasn't really producing, but like you could press loops, like play. You can do it in different sequences and all that. And I do that sometimes. But when I got into when I got GarageBand on my computer and I started recording more, that's when I started taking producing more seriously. I would like go in and like try to produce stuff more and more and more. It was ass, like it was but like I would slowly get better. And I didn't start feeling comfortable rapping on my beats until Dog Days, which is Bark. Like the first track that was produced by me. That was like the first beat I made, and I was like, okay, I feel like I was confident on that enough to like rap on it. And then I've just been getting better at it since.
You produced "Waste My Time," right?
Yeah, me and Jen, yeah.
How has your experience been with like producing recently now?
Oh, I feel so much more confident producing recently. Like I've been in this like little bag recently where it's like ever since Unresolved, like ever since I produced Solitude off Unresolved, and I guess Bark as well, but like after Solitude off Unresolved, I was like, oh, I can like run on these beats. Like I can like really do what I want on my beats. Like I've been in like this pocket recently. Jen's also been a very, very shout out Jen, shout out Buckix too. That nigga has been like my mentor for like a lot of like production sauce shit. Also, a bit, another thing that's helped me with my production, because I'll say my production is a lot influenced by the means of like Tyler, people like Sean Wasabi. Like, as much as I want to like be able to make shit like that nigga, but like he's just so insane. But like I eventually like I want to do stuff like that. So I have such a mindset of like wanting to combine so much stuff, and sometimes it gets in my way because like since I want to combine everything and put all this little stuff, I end up doing too much, and that's why some pieces get scrapped. But I'm getting better. I've been in a little pocket recently that I've kind of like expanding upon. After I made Divinity as well, a lot of that sound is like the stuff I've been honing on. So that's why I waste my time. Is really it's a combination of like Divinity and like lo-fi stuff, and then like this like kind of somberness is like I just threw it all together. That's really what we waste my time, how it was made.
Ooh, this next question. You've portrayed yourself as like a angel across your discography. Like where did that part of you come from?
Okay, so before that angel kind of thing started, it was just my mascot, just the Kid Joker mascot. And it still is like the Kid Joker mascot, but just as an angel. But the reason I feel like that description, that way of seeing myself is more authentic to me because one, I just always thought Angel Design is really cool. They've always just caught my eye with the halo and the wings and all that shit, like and like being like ethereal. I always thought that was really cool. But with Divinity and with the recent project, May Rest in Peace, like those two projects, I think for sure kind of like reinforce why he's the angel character because I always see myself as like a changing person. I always like the way I can best way to describe it is like I break my life into like arcs. So I could see myself like my life in arcs, and through those arcs is just change is like a big part of my life. So like I feel like the death of like my old self is such a recurring part of myself. So it's like it's just this angel that's like constantly just evolving through my music, and you see it through my music. So it's like yeah.
That's actually such a good answer because that was my next question. I was gonna ask on May You Rest in Peace. You have the second character that's dead. What does
Yes,
that represent?
that is the dead. That is the past self. That is the dead character. That the one that's being left behind is the dead character. So yeah, that's why they go hand in hand.
That's sick actually. How did you come up with like May You Rest in Peace?
Life, bro. So how do I say this? Fuck. So May You Rest in Peace is actually a part two to Divinity. like it is, but it's not. Like I'll explain. So May it Rest in Peace and Divinity are based off the same situation that happened in my life at the same time. They're just like the two sides of it that could have went down. So like a long time ago, my second project actually ever, it was called Half Hearted Heads, and it was like it's when I wanted to be the fucking Juice World, bro. It's back when I was really a big
Dude,
Juice WRLD fan, and I wanted to
that's
be.
sick as hell. I was
It's
gonna
not.
write a
It's
question
not.
about
It's
that.
not. It's not sick as hell. It's not sick as hell.
Dude, I love Juice WRLD, bro.
I fucking love Juice. Oh, we'll talk about that nigga's recent albums. But anyway, it's back when I was a really big Juice fan, and that. But the reason it's called Half Hearted Heads is because there's supposed to be a part 2 to it, which is what it was supposed to be called Half Hearted Tales, which is supposed to be like that's when I was supposed to start doing all this like scream rap stuff. I was gonna start scream rapping and like doing all this aggressive rap shit with Half Hearted Tales, but it just never came out. But I still did scream rap shit, so I was like, I guess. But this is kind of the same thing. Like Divinity, so the situation I was going through a lot like early 2024, late 2023. I was going through a lot of bullshit, like a lot of life shit. I'm not gonna get into it too much, but like a lot of stuff was going down in my life, and a lot of that invoked like this, like I don't know. I was going through a lot of shit, so once again I killed off the old self of my old self, and here I am now. But with that, I bounced back in a really positive light, but I also like was like at like the lowest point of my life ever. So Divinity, the reason it sounds so like upbeat and happier and like this like so much more freeing is because that's the positive of the bounce back of that situation. And then May it Rest in Peace is just a somber, more depressing part of that same situation. So they're two sides of the same coin, just like both ways I kind of dealt with it. So yeah.
My next question is about Dog Days. Dog Days, to me, kind of seemed like something about friends switching up. And in the songs, at least to me, it seems like you portray yourself as the one that switches up. What's like the meaning behind that?
So yeah, Dog Days was like Dog Days is when I understood what I wanted to do as an artist. So like and it's when I doubled down on my, because when Dog Days was made is when I was graduating high school, and I was also that was another like critical point of my life where like change was like so like apparent to me, and that's the first time like change in my life was like I feel like was really affecting me, and it felt like I was switching up on my homies, like I really wasn't talking to people as much, like I felt like I was like being fake for not being who I always was, but like I wanted to change so bad because I didn't like who I was anymore. But like I know everyone else like likes who I am, and I was like I felt like I was like not like I didn't feel like who I was, and I felt like if I were to like just switch, like just be like yo fuck these niggas, like that's like I'm a bad person for that. But in reality, like it's not fuck them, it's just change. That was like I don't know. That's just like when I was making Dog Days, that was like one of the first times in life like I got like hit hard, like I got like awoken, like oh shit, like this shit is real, like what I'm saying, shit ain't to play about. Like that was like when I had my first girlfriend for real. I went for the first breakup for real. I lost friends for the first time for real. I had some other like life shit went down, and it's all in the music. Like it's all in the music. Like the character, like the dog boy character that is there it is me. Like that is my character. It's just me expressing myself to that. So like that's why like Bark is all those songs are just very personal. I think Bark is like probably like one of my most personal. Not Bark, Bite is one of the most personal songs I've made today still. But yeah.
Yeah, that one and My First, My Last, and Depths, those
Yeah.
are all like
Yeah,
really.
exactly. Yeah, those are all like that whole album. That's not even an album; it's an EP. But it gets listed as an album because it's more than 6 songs. But whatever. But yeah, that whole EP, yeah, it's very personal. And I did not know I was gonna be received. I dropped that project purely out of passion. I was like, I did not know people were gonna even receive it or understand it. I thought people were gonna. I didn't care if people were gonna think of I was being like too like he's trying too hard. He's trying to be this, that. I just dropped it because I just need to get all that shit off my chest and throw it out somewhere. And then it just happened to be that so many people connected with it. I just didn't expect it.
What was your I guess you already answered this, but like what was your inspiration behind Divinity?
Oh yeah, like it was a positive bounce back of that situation. But also another big inspiration for Divinity was just like wanting to find myself more, not in some like holier than thou kind of way or like some kind of like crazy kind of way. Just like I just want to understand myself more, just like be more grounded with myself and just be real with myself. But and so once I finally found the answer to that shit, that's the freeing part of it. A big inspiration of it, and I think to like a lot of my stuff actually was One Piece. Unironically enough, Gear 5, Luffy. This is gonna sound so stupid, but like I'm being so serious when I say this. One Piece, Oda, like Luffy, like in like the Gear 5 shit, like that character and that world that he builds is such a big inspiration of my shit, just because of how freeing it is and how much like creative freedom he gives himself. And I think I just I that's what I want to encapsulate with when I like when I'm being positive in my music and I'm not like distraught and want to like blow everything up, including myself. Like that's the feeling I want to encapsulate, and I think that's what I was able to get through that. I think that's why people like Then Now so much. I didn't think Then Now was gonna be the song that pops off. I thought Done and Dusted was gonna be the song that pops off, but people really like Then Now, and people were DMing me like, I really like this song. Like I feel so free when I feel this song. I was like, huh, that's fire, because that's what I wanted to encapsulate. So yeah.
Yeah, I honestly get that vibe. Yeah, you draw a lot of your cover art, right?
Mhm.
How do you come up with like your ideas for it?
So my brain is just like, I don't know. My brain just runs around all the time. So it's like I'll have an idea, and I'm not as realistically, I'm not as good as an artist as I want to be yet. So I can't always like bang out all the ideas I want. I'll try, but like sometimes if I can't do it to a T how I want, that's when I'll ask like Numo or Brokey or Kalos. Usually I do my cover arts, and the way I just think about it, I just hear the song, and the way I always am is like, when I hear stuff, I always am able to put visuals to it. That's just how my brain works. I don't know why that's how it works, but that's how it is. I'm always able to put visuals to like song. So I just hear it a couple times. I'm like, I know what I want to do. But actually, like I want to push the direction towards more mixed media for my cover arts going into the new year. Like the stuff I was doing on May You Rest in Peace with Shell and Waste My Time. Like kind of like I like drawing. Like I don't know if you go on my Instagram. Well, my posts are down now, but on my Instagram, I draw over all my posts because that's why like it's more fun to me that way. I feel like it brings life. I just want to do that for my covers now. I like taking photos, so I want to take photos. I've been teaching myself Photoshop recently. I want to just start using more live photos, but drawing over them and doing these crazy edits over them. Yeah,
Yeah, I remember seeing those, I think, on the Instagram when I was making the video about you.
yeah, yeah.
What is your like favorite type or genre of song to make right now?
My favorite type.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I don't, I don't. It literally just it happens in waves. Like I'm keeping it being. I haven't ever since I finished. One day we'll laugh about this. I recorded like 2 features for some people, and then I haven't recorded since. Usually, what I used to do, I used to force myself to record like every day, but I started slowing down on that because I don't know. Like I just kind of like am like, when it hits me, and that's when like the really good stuff comes out. So it's like I don't really right now. I'm just having fun with whatever. Like I guess I'll say most recently, like the kind of like dancey, lo-fi, EDM, hyper pop, singy shit, or however you want to describe it. But I guess that's the pocket I've been in recently. But like I've whatever tomorrow something may hit me completely different, and I may be on that wave. You know what I'm saying? A couple weeks ago, I was making like a bunch of alt rock shit. Beginning of the summer or end of the summer, I was doing like shit like Wallow, and I had like 3 other unreleased like shoegaze songs that I was doing. I have some stuff like Che, also like Che type beats, some funeral shit. Some like I make everything. I make everything. So it's like best way to describe it is like I don't know. I mean it's whatever pocket I'm in at the moment. It's based off however I'm feeling. That's how I record. That's how I make my music. It's all based on how I'm feeling at the moment.
What's like the process of making a song for you? Like from start to finish?
Oh my fucking god, it's AIDS. I only say that because after seeing like how like a bunch of my other friends and like other people record music, I record music so slow, bro. Um, like, so the process is I'm so picky with beats. I'm so fucking picky with beats, and I don't think you understand that because I have so many producers send me beats, and they'll send me pack after pack after pack after pack, and they're like, "Damn, you haven't listened to my beats yet? You made a song over my beats," and I'm like, I haven't heard the one. It's not that your beat's bad. It's just that like I'm a really fucking picky. So I'm so dead. That's why I say this. I'll sit down for 3 hours and scroll through beats. Like I will until I find the one. Like then I'll hop on it. But like so yeah, I'll look for beats forever usually. And then when I get the beat, usually the recording process itself, I'm also like I'm not pick. I am picky. I'm picky with takes. So it's like it gotta be like the one, and my doubles got to be all lined up. Like I do doubles. I did my ad libs. It's all got to be panned the way I like to. I got my harmonies. Got to like everything's got to be right for me. I'm so picky when it comes to certain shit. So the recording process to me, like actually getting everything like done, mixed, all this shit, like it'll take like 6 hours, depending of how much I like a song. Like I remember, because you understand, like back when I was at my mom's place, I would record sun up, sun down, sun up the next day. I have a song. I remember this recording session so much. It was the song, what's it called? But also, all my stuff comes best out at night. Like I record at night a lot because that's when my best shit comes. I don't know why, but it does. But it was a song I think 2 years ago. Now I made it. New Day, Same Issues. That song, I started recording that song at 5 p.m. I left the studio at 10 a.m. the next day. And the song's not that long. It's not even that fucking good or complicated to have taken me that long. I'm just really fucking picky what takes. So it's like it's dumb. I gotta get out of that habit, but that's just the way I am, and I'm rooted like that. But yes, songs take me a minute to record. That's why when people ask me for features, like I do them. I'd be so excited to do the features, but like I just have to find the time to like sit down and really like do it. Because also I don't like putting out bad shit. So it's like if I don't like it, I'm not gonna put it out. I have so much unreleased shit, but like. Yeah.
I could definitely see the pickiness in beats because like every beat that you're on is like really good.
Oh yeah, exactly. Like, I'm really picky with beats. Even with like Jen these, the Jen has sent me so many beats. And like I'll tell him to send it to me. Like, yo, I love this beat. I'm gonna hit it like right now, and then I wait till the next day. I'm like, I'm not feeling this beat no more. And then it just gets left in the dust, and then I'm just like, oh, fuck. That's tough.
How do you feel like your sound has evolved as you've gone on?
Oh my god, I'm so happy my sound has evolved, bro. Jesus Christ. I listen to my own music a lot because I'm that fucking nigga. But I'm also self-critical. When I dropped May Rest in Peace, I went back to the beginning of my discography. I listened to every song that I've released up until my recent song. I do this with every project I drop. I got back to my first song, listen to my most recent song. The evolution and all my shit and like just my confidence on the mic is so much better, and I love my sound right now. I think I've loved my sound. The time that I say I love my sound the most is definitely during project. You can tell when I really like a sound because I double down on it. Like I love when I was making Dog Days. I loved boom bap shit. I still love boom bap shit. Earl Sweatshirt's one of my favorite artists. So yeah, when I was making hyper pop shit, when I'm like unresolved, I really like the hyper pop shit. I still do. I'm still like evolving off that. I want to make even crazier shit. Shout out Dollywood. They are like a big inspiration for my hyper pop shit. Well, I guess also like with Daki and friends, I was obviously having fun with making scream shit. But Divinity, I really fucking love Divinity sound. I think that's when I like my favorite because that's when like me and Jen, we sat down and we like made something from the ground up and we like doubled down on it and it was fucking hard and it was like no shit nobody's heard before. I think that's when my sound is my favorite. My sound right now is also my favorite just because it's like a lot more like it's a lot more stripped down, but like still very authentic and hard hitting. Like Give or Take is one of my favorite songs I've ever made. Like I really like this pocket I've been in for the past this whole year has been my favorite sound wise.
What's your favorite song that you've made? I guess you just said it was what did you just say?
Give or Take. But I don't know if that's my favorite song that I've made. Period. Is it? It always switches. If you asked me a year ago, I would have said Figured the Problem. If you asked me 2 years ago, I would have said My First, My Last. Or I would have said Bite. But I think right now I'd say Give or Take. I think Give or Take, either Give or Take or One Day We'll Laugh About This. I think those are my two favorite songs I've ever made.
I sent May You Rest in Peace to one of my friends, and he loved Give or Take.
Yeah, let's fucking go. I wanna perform that song really bad. I'm just gotta figure out how I wanna perform it. But yeah. Oh, also Done and Dust is also one of my favorite songs ever. That one was just really fun. That one's fun to perform. That one was so fun to perform.
Oh yeah, I actually got a question about that later. Are there any artists that have like inspired your sound coming up? You've said like Earl Sweatshirt, Wasabi.
Okay, I'm gonna list off artists. Shout out to all niggas. I'm inspired by a lot of like music. Okay, I'm inspired by a lot of stuff. I'm inspired by a lot of music, but I'm inspired by like literally everything. Like I said earlier, like Oda is one of my biggest inspirations for like creative. But I'm just gonna go list off things that inspire me. Earl Sweatshirt, Tyler the Creator, Sean Wasabi, all of Karmamob, Oda, all of One Piece. Oh, Kaz Moon recently. I will say that nigga was a big inspiration for what started me getting into like more of like poppy stuff. Like shout out Couch. Couch showed me Kaz Moon and it was GG's from there. If you don't know who Kaz Moon is, just listen to a moment of silence and then go through the nigga's whole discography. The nigga doesn't have a single miss. Who else has been a big inspiration? Oh, Dollywood 1, like I said, for my hyperpop stuff. Who else has been a really big inspiration to me? Oh, Persona 5. It's very random. But Persona 5 is a big inspiration for my like.
I love their soundtrack.
Yes! Oh my fucking god! Bro, Lynn is such a good singer, bro. But yes, all of Persona 5 soundtrack, I fucking love that shit. I want to make a smooth jazz album at one point. But also like the art style of Persona 5 and like the color scheme is like a really big inspiration for my shit. Like I like the way they like do this shit. It's just like I don't know. There's so much stuff to like shout out for inspiration to where I would be here all day. But yeah, I get inspo from everything. So but those ones I'll say like those like the ones off the top of my head right now. Yes, I'll shout out.
Do you have like a number one favorite artist?
I'd say it's always changing. I'll say right now, like it's still Earl Sweatshirt or Tyler the Creator, especially with Chromacopia. That's like my favorite album so right now. But like it'll change. It'll probably change in like a month. Like my favorite artist always changes.
Oh, who would be your dream music collab, if any?
I think Sean Wasabi, bro. I think it sounds so like you hear me say this name, you're like, who the fuck is this nigga? I'm telling you, this nigga's the GOAT, bro. This nigga is like top 10 coolest niggas all time, bro. I'm telling you. But I think Sean Wasabi or Earl or Tyler. Yeah, I think those like Dream Eye. Like before I die, I think I definitely want to work with those people. I want to get art done by Takashi Murakami at one point. I want to get art done by Oda at one point. I wanted to get art done by Akira Toriyama, but RIP with the GOAT. Who else I want to collab with? I want to collab with Josiah at one point. That's
Oh,
also
I love Josiah.
he's a big inspiration of my like Scream shit. Yeah, I fuck with him heavy. I don't know. There's a lot of people I want to work with, but like it'll happen at some point. Like I ain't rushing it. It's gonna happen. I'm just kind of waiting for that point. But yeah, I think off dome, those are like the ones I can think of right now.
How has Karmamob influenced you as an artist?
Oh my god, bro. Them niggas like in every way possible, shape and form. like I don't think it like so like the reason I love Karma is because like it's not like a business thing. It's like we're all homies. Like we're all homies
Yeah.
before we're all homies before business. So it's like these guys will influence me in like ways that like you wouldn't expect, but it still comes back in my music. Like I don't know how to describe it. Sound wise, all of them have inspired me. Fucking Breadcrumbs, Cassidy, that nigga's like instrumentation, big inspiration to me. He's shout out to Cassidy. You niggas would have never got Dog Days if that nigga did not show me Wolf by Tyler the Creator. So well, the way it happened was I went to go visit him for the first I guess the second time. This would be our second time meeting, but I went to go down to Texas to go stay at his place for like a week, and we just like we hung out, we cooked up, we made a okay. There's an album that we have. It's a collab album between the two of us. We made it back in 2022. Y'all may never get it. Well, okay. What we said we're gonna do is it was supposed to drop the day I came back from, or like that, like within that time frame I came back from the trip. But I ended up dropping the collab project with Jen or Buck, the Against All Odds. So and then our project got put in the back burner because, and then eventually like we're so much better now. So all those songs they still exist, but
No.
we're gonna what we said we're gonna do is whenever we blow up, we're just gonna throw it out one day on the internet, and whoever finds it finds it. Yeah, we're just gonna like be like, hey,
Dude,
we have a secret collab album out. Y'all go find it.
whenever you two make a song, it's always so good.
No, yeah, that's my twin. But yeah, he showed me Wolf, and that changed everything. Like that, like it's short, like because that was like my first like biggest introduction to Tyler. But yeah, so but also that's a side point. Bread's like instrumentation and like the way he thinks, because he's also a band kid. Like we both did band. So like we both talk about band shit, and like being able to like geek about that shit is like was like cool. That's a big like influence to him. I mean to me. And then Jen, Calder, their fucking production skills is like insane. Like they're like I sit down and watch them produce. I'm like, what the fuck? How Brokey? I don't even want to fucking get into fucking. I've seen this nigga like she'll hop on the mic, spit out the craziest like verse in like 10 minutes, bro, and just like walk off like it's fucking nothing. We were recording the album, the Karmamob album, at Jen's place, Jen Newman's place, back in like what we did. It was I forget it was 2023 or 2022, but we were recording it, and every time they fucking record, I'm just sitting there like, yo, what the fuck? How you just like dump this shit out, bro? But yeah, Ruslan, all of them, fucking Numa, Palos, their art, like big inspirator of my shit. Like I want to draw like them. They're so crazy. Who else am I forgetting? Fucking Drew. I think is the biggest, but like just life wise, I think it's a big boss. That's a light skinned demon. Ruslan also just like was like just how he like he's I don't know. I like Ruslan's the biggest fan of my shit just because of like how he is of like obviously sound wise. I love that nigga sound, but how smart he is on the business side of things of music. Because I'm a marketing major in music. I'm marketing major in college right now, but I've always had like an interest in like business like side of music stuff. Like because I've always like marketed my own shit. I had to because I'm a fucking artist. So being able to like talk about that shit with Ruslan was always cool to me because it was like he really understands it. So I was like that's cool.
So bomb. Just with like how raw that nigga is on the microphone, you just like I don't know, you see like he is what he preaches. Like everything he says on his songs, and what he acts, that's how he is. So I was like, just being like that, like it's like just let your nuts take on. That nigga Couch, my goat, my UK goat. That nigga is the reason my visuals look as cool as they do. That nigga is funny as fuck. That nigga is like I love Couch. Like visually, like he always knows how to capture my vision.
Ever since I seen him, I saw him like on the credits of the Divinity trailer. I was like, wow.
No. Couch is insane. Like he's like, I don't trust people to edit my shit unless it's like, did I name everybody? Numa, I already named Numa. Kalos, I already named Kalos. I want to make sure Dot pisses me off because Dot's really crap. Dot was the first person of Karma I found way back when, before it was even Karmamob. I didn't even know who they were though. I heard their song "Criminal." It randomly came up on my Spotify, on my SoundCloud. Because what I used to do, I used to go through SoundCloud like late night. No, that's what I was first starting as an artist. I was trying to find people to like collab with. So I would go on SoundCloud. They have like the suggested artist for you, and I would just scroll, and that's how I found Dot. It was a song called "Criminal." I was like, oh, this is sick. I went past, never thought about it. Eventually found it out again later on. I was like, oh, this thing is insane. Like she's a great producer, mind you. She's a great rapper. She's a great singer. She doesn't fucking drop music. So I'm just like, nigga, drop. But yeah, I love Dot. I think I named everyone, but yes, all them niggas inspire me, and like always, just like you don't even understand. Like I love them.
That leads into my next question. How did you end up like meeting all the other members of Karmamob?
Okay, so the first person I like met, like the first person I learned of was Dot, but I didn't even know that they were like I didn't know who they were. I didn't know that they were in a collective. This is like back in like House Cat. This is before I was never in House Cat. The first person I met was Brokey. So back in like 2021. I think 2021, we had a song, we had a song called Super Saiyan 2. This is back when they were like, when they went by like Who's Brokey? Oh no, this is back when they went by Brokey with the quotation marks, and they were selling like $25 features. And I remember I got back, I was in Atlanta visiting family, and I was like, I cooked up this like, I was like, I found this beat and on YouTube, and I was just like writing to it. I was like, oh fuck, this is insane. And I got back home, I recorded. It's like, yo, this is crazy. At the time, I had like no features I worked with. Like, there's like no features on my page except like my one homie, RJ in Focus. But there was like no features on my page. I was like, you know what, I should start working with people more. So I was just going through. I remember I found Thou Who Should Not Be Named at the time. I liked their music kind of, and I found Brokey through them, and I was like, oh, this Brokey like person is fucking like, they're cracked. I want to work with them. I was lucky because that week they were selling $25 features, and I bought one, and then they hopped on it, and we just became like we kept talking after the song was made, and we just became homies. Eventually, we met. They had a show in San Francisco, and they found out I was from Sacramento. So like, oh, you're from Sacramento? I was like, yeah, I'm gonna pull up to your show, and they're like, bet. So I pulled up, met them there. We went. That show was fucking insane. It was a crazy show. They performed in a banana costume. Hold up, there's a picture.
I think she said that in my interview with me.
Yeah, she let me find the picture because she performed in a banana costume, and you don't like when I first saw them. Like you gotta understand, this is like my first like live introduction to them. So like it was it was so dumb, but it was so funny to me. I was like, yeah, I love this video. Oh, okay, yeah, here it is. Yeah, you can see it's here.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's so funny.
But yeah, that's us. They had the banana suit on, and since then we just kept hanging out. And then eventually, like a year later, I think a year later, Cassidy came down to California to like hang out with Brokey, and I was in the area, so I was just like, I came hang out with them, and all three of us hung out for like a couple of days, and it was like fucking fire. It was like one of my favorite moments of my life. And then that's when we recorded Fools off Richie.
That's how I first knew about you guys.
Yes. So yeah, we recorded Fools there. Just bullshit, just straight bullshitting. And then I showed them an unreleased song from what was supposed to be on Daki and Friends. It ended up not being put on Daki. It ended up getting scrapped. But they heard it and they really fucking liked it, apparently. And then they were like, you want to join Karmamob? And I was like, oh, fire. But I skipped a bit. But before that, I was in a Discord in Cassie's Discord. That's how I kind of met and started talking to everybody else. But yes, that's how like everything kind of happened.
How was recording Karmamob Volume 1?
Oh my god, that's like a top moment in my life, bro. I fucking love it. Like that whole trip It's like one of the happiest moments I've been in my life. 100%, 100%, 100%. That because that's like what reassured me that like okay, like I'm really doing like we're doing this. Like these are my people. Like these like my for lifers. Like I'm with these guys. Like we're really good. Like we're making this shit happen. And it showed. Like the album did fucking amazing. Like that whole week, it was straight. We were bullshitting. It was niggas like every day was an event, bro. And it was like I was and this mind you, this is when I was recording Dog Days. Oh, I just finished Dog Days, like recording it. Like I got it mastered at all the songs. The final masters for that song got mastered at Jen's crib, like in their studio. Yeah, I dropped it like while I dropped Dog Days while I was there. I finished those songs. I was all the bullshit I was like going through, like at the end of high school. Like I got to throw that shit off my chest, and I was like, I'm here. Like I'm doing this. So like I was so happy.
You performed live this year, right?
Yeah.
How was doing that?
Bro, it was. I definitely my music's definitely meant for like a live performance. That's for sure. Like so the first time I like really performed for real was end of 2023 in New York at Hellcore. I kind of performed, not really. We kind of got hoed. It's no shade to anybody. It's love, but we got hoed because we were the last set and we got shut down after like two. First of all, we were supposed to do like 4 songs each. We only got to do 2 songs. I got to do 2 songs. Santos got to do 2 songs, and then Ruslan was about to perform, and then they shut it down. And Brokey was unable to perform. But whatever, we bounced back. My other time I performed was in San Francisco. Was that Brokey show, the one they were headlining, and that's so my first performance. That's when fucking Darky showed up. That's when Romain got showed up. That's when Kibenzi. That's when Savage Gas was there. My homie Luca, like love him. They came down to support, show love. Semtex was there, Calder was there, Roki was there, obviously, and I just got to let loose. Like that was fire. Like we still kind of got hoed because the venue, because it was there was a certain age, because it was a fucking bar. So like they couldn't let like 21 or one young like or 20. They couldn't let certain niggas that can't drink couldn't get in. So yeah. So we kind of got hoed like that, but it was still a lot of fun. Had a lot of fun. And then I started performing a lot more when I came back here to college after summer ended, because I guess a lot of people in my school knew that I made music. So there's this like school label thing that like sets up like these like events, and they kept having me come by to perform. So I just started.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, so I started performing a lot more there, and those have been really fun. That's when I first performed Done and Dusted, and then now, and yeah, those I can't wait to perform those to like a bigger crowd. Like those songs are insane live.
That's sick, bro.
Bum Rush is also really fun live, because I guess I like run around in a circle and just yell around rush.
Are you planning on doing any more next year?
Oh hell yeah, bro! Fuck yeah! I want to do a show in Sacramento, also my hometown shit. I want to perform in LA again. I want to perform in San Francisco again. I want to try performing in Texas. I want to perform in Oklahoma if they have anything set up with like, I know that they always got stuff over there, but yeah, I love performing. It's like, it's one of my favorite. I love interacting with like seeing the people that like the faces, putting face to people that like listen to my music is like one of my favorite things in the world, because I'm like we know each other but we don't. Like
Yeah.
we're really locked in, but I know nothing about you. But that's fucking awesome.
I really want to go to like one of your guys' concerts. That'd be so sick.
Bro, pull up, bro.
I will eventually.
Drag you on stage, nigga. Why, my brother? Yes, come up the stage. This is the GOAT, guys. This is the GOAT.
What am I gonna do? Like say my YouTube videos
Exactly,
into the mic?
Now jump in the mosh pit. I'm gonna throw him in. Now jump in the mosh pit. Everybody throw him.
What direction do you feel your music career is going now?
That's only going up. I feel like I think I'm going the direction that I really have wanted to go for a long time, which is less of the just being another artist, like another rapper, being perceived just a rapper or just another rapper, and going more of the route of like, okay, this guy is like, he has like a vision, like he's making something he's making a world with his music. And that's always what I wanted to do. Like I've always like I said, I'm influenced by, I have Ssj on my name. I'm influenced by a lot of anime and stuff like that. Like I like stories, I like cool visuals, I like cool effects, I like unique sounds, stuff like this that's off the walls, stuff that like invokes like visuals in your head. So it's like I think my music is starting to like do that for people. They're kind of starting to see the pieces come together of like all my stuff and my life being put into my art. And I think that's it's gonna be cool. Like when I get the right tools I really need, or like not the right tools I really need, when I get the right, when it's time, it will happen. You know what I'm saying? When, you know, the right people hear my stuff, when the right algorithm hits, whenever, I'm not in no rush. That's what I'm saying. Like that's why I never like and jealous of nobody else, or like I'm never like being like, oh,
Yeah.
this nigga doesn't deserve this shit. I should have this shit right now. Like I'm not like that, because like when it'll happen, it'll happen. The right time will happen. Like, it'll all come together. But
It's a good mindset.
yeah, so it's like, that's. But at the same time, with that stuff is like, people keep asking me. I'll say it now because like just so I could address it here and now. People keep asking me why I haven't done like a music video yet, when I clearly can. It's because I'm very, like I said before, I'm picky, and so like I have a like I'll say it now. There's a like I have a whole music video in my head for Give or Take right now. I had a whole video in my head for Done and Dusted. I have a whole video in my head for I had a whole video in my head for fucking Bite. For Bite, I was gonna shave all my dreads off at the end of the music video, but I ended up not doing it. And just because like it wouldn't have come out how I wanted it to. Same thing with Done and Dusted. I may still do that one. But for Give or Take, I have a whole video in my head. But like it's so ambitious that like but it needs to come out perfectly the way I want it to. I'm still gonna try and do it. That's one thing I've been forcing myself to do more. I've been forcing myself to just go out and do visuals more, because I think that's like what really ties in all my stuff together. To answer your original question, I think my career is going the way I want it to. Like it's slowly going up, it's slowly going there, but like it's getting there for sure. And that's not to make me happy.
I've been liking the recent visuals. Like, it's all really sick.
I appreciate it, man.
What are your goals for yourself as an artist, if any?
I want to be able to just, I guess, like this has always been my goal since like I started this shit. Just been my goal since like before even music. I think. I just want to connect with people and just be like, I always want to be like a safe spot, like a hub, like a point where like other people that feel like that they can't, like there's no one else, like no one else like is feeling what they're feeling, like it's here, like I'm that. And that's just how I've always been as a person. That's why I've always been like such an open-minded friend to people. That's why I've always been like, I've never just shut people down. I never like to like ego niggas. It's like that shit's weird to me. So it's like I've always wanted to just be that, and I think my way of doing that is through music, because I'm able to reach out more to people with my own experiences, and they're able to be like, oh, I thought I was the one that felt this shit. Oh, this guy feeling it too. That's cool as fuck. So yeah, that's just what my it's a place of self-expression. That's just what I've always wanted to do. I think that's what it is. That's why I think I have so much different like type of like listeners. Like there's people that really resonate on my scream shit, because when they're mad as shit all the time, they feel like they're like, damn, I shouldn't be mad, but like I am. Like I want to just let this shit out. Like oh, they hear No Love or they hear Bum Rush, or like, oh shit, this nigga gets it. Or I'll make shit like one day we'll laugh about this, and they'd be like, oh like I got a lot of people telling me like they fucking cried to that song. And I'm like, that's fucking amazing to hear. I'm glad I can be that comfort spot where you can feel comfortable and vulnerable enough to fucking cry to that. That's dope as fuck. So I just want to be like that safe spot.
It's a good answer. All right, last question. Do you have any advice for fans that want to make music like you?
Don't make music like me. Don't do it. Make music like yourself. But I will give you advice. Do not compare yourself. Oh my God, please, for the love of God. Please. It's my number one thing. I always say this because it used to be my biggest issue as an artist. Do not compare yourself to no nigga. And I'm talking about numbers, I'm talking about sound, I'm talking about like just anything. And the reason I say this, I'm harping on this so much, is because there's no right time for anything. Like everyone has their time frame and stuff. It takes some people longer than others. It takes some people shorter than others. Someone may blow up faster than you, but you feel like you're putting in all the work. You're putting in more work than them, but they may blow up faster than you. It doesn't mean they don't deserve it. It just means it's not your time, bro. Keep working. Keep doing it, because I swear to God, all that time that you put in, it will be worth it. And and along with that, make sure you're being yourself. Don't try to like. Don't be like, oh, this what I'm doing isn't working. What this person's doing is working, but they're just doing what they do. Like they're being themselves. They are being them, and it's working for them. Be yourself, and you will work out for you. That's the best way I can kind of put it, because like you understand, like when I was making shit, like when I first started music, and I thought my shit was like the hot shit. I thought it was like this shit fire, nigga. This shit fire to me. That shit was but I was like, this shit fire to me. And I was seeing niggas like Baby Santana blow up, Slum Success, Majin, like that group of people. Oh, fucking Slayer. I knew Slayer before that like blew up, bro. I knew Slayer when that nigga was like in lives like Lassie. Like, you probably have no clue what I'm talking, but like, yeah, but yeah, like but for context, these niggas were like 13, 14. These niggas were younger than me. I was 15 at the time. These niggas were like 13, 14 younger than me. These niggas are still younger than me, obviously, but like they were blowing up crazy, and I was like, damn. What the fuck am I doing wrong with these little ass kids? Are fucking. I was the last kid myself, but like, Cyrus. Oh, there's another. Do you know Cyrus Nix?
No.
Yeah, that's cool. Shout out Cyrus. niggas also like he's a crazy artist who deserves a lot more love. But like he was also someone who was the same age as me. And I was like, these guys were going up crazy, and I was like, damn, what am I doing wrong, bro? Like, is my shit just not good? It wasn't, but like anyway, I was like, damn, damn, do I really like one of these guys and then I'm not doing it? I was like, da da da, like these, I'm putting so much more work into my shit. I was like, but like in reality, it's like, bro, like shut up, like, bro, it'll happen when it happens. Like, just be yourself, love it, do it for the art, and for yourself. Don't do it for the numbers. Don't do it for, and I understand feeling discouraged. It's all part of the process. But like, you gotta, if you really about it, bro, you gotta stick it out. And it will work out. It will show. It will show. I promise it will. But yeah,
that's really good advice. I mean, just generally, honestly, for like anything that you do.
Yeah, I tell niggas, take a risk, bro. Like I say this all the time for like not things even outside of music. Like, take a risk. If you really sitting there and been thinking, damn, I really want to do this at some point. Damn, I really wish I could do this. And I was like, I told my friends, like I told my IRL friends, they're like there's some that see me do music. I'm like, damn. They're like, damn, bro, I wish I want to start making music. I wish I think about this. I say, do it, nigga, do it. Just fucking hop on the mic. They're like, bro, it's gonna be butt. I'm like, yes, you're gonna be ass, bro. Just do it though. No one starts off as fucking God, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just do it. Like today, one of my homies, two of my middle school homies, I just saw they just dropped the fucking podcast. What the anyway? They just dropped the fucking podcast, and I was like, bro, I'm their happy as fuck. I'm like, good shit, bro. Like, I'm happy for you, y'all are doing it, bro. Y'all are starting at least. There's not a niggas who go through life without even starting, afraid to even start, bro. And I'm like, why would you want to live like that? At least give yourself a chance. So like, I tell niggas, risk it. Just take a risk. Take a risk.
Well, that was my last question. Thanks for coming on, dude.
I mean,
This is sick.
I appreciate you having me, bro. Thank you. I appreciate all the love you've been showing to like all the karma and all this shit like that. Just even like just the scene in general. Like, yeah, there needs to be more niggas like you because no one else is doing it, bro. Like you like, I don't know. We all appreciate you.
Thanks, dude. I mean, if I'm gonna be honest, I literally started doing these videos because I was yapping to my friends and they just didn't want to hear it. They didn't care.
Oh, like, I don't know. We listen. So like, I don't know, man. Like I think more niggas like you need to exist. Not even just because like you're here talking about me or whatever, but just because I think like you keep a part of like we're such a niche part of like the internet and like the music space where it's like niggas ain't gonna like unless they have someone to introduce them to it, they're not gonna go find it or like they're not gonna find it. So I think having people like you, like you're doing a lot, bro. You're doing a lot for this space, and I think the appreciation that people are gonna have for you you're gonna see it a lot this upcoming year, bro. Like, for sure.
I appreciate it, dude.
I hope you blow the fuck up.
Thank you, dude. All right, cool.
Yes, sir.